Hi everyone. Today is June 30th and I wanted to do another update. We're going to start here with the Lisianthus bed. Clearly you can see that they're all budded up. They're looking really, really good. I did end up putting a fence around because I do have a bunny that likes to come in here and nibble on some of these plants. I did interplant them with some celosia, zinnias, and I have like a little cage there on top of one of the zinnias. I also put in some of the explosion grass just as another succession. And then over here I have the Love and a Puff vine, which is doing really well. It's starting to pick up now. And next to it I have some red pepper flakes. I kind of spread them all throughout this bed, just trying to use anything I can to deter these bunnies. I also put some Orlea in here. The bunnies really like that, unfortunately. But everything's looking pretty good. All right, now we're going to head into the main garden. I feel like everything just started to explode this week, which is exciting, but also kind of nerve-wracking because it's still kind of early. It is June 30th, and our wedding is in the beginning of September, so I'm really hoping that we do have blooms during that time. I do need to come in and deadhead all the gomphrena so that way they don't go to seed, but they're looking really, really good. Here is all of the amaranth, getting really big now. And I must say this Hortanova netting is the way to go, because there's no way I would be able to support them the way this netting is. And we did have a few storms, one being a tornado that came through this past week, and everything is still up, thank God. Over here we have the zinnias. These are the floret zinnias and also Queen Lime Blush. They are starting to bud up, which is so exciting. Now I am noticing some damage here. I'm not sure exactly what this is. If it's a pest, it may be a combination of the humidity and beetles, because it is that time of year. We get Japanese beetles here, and they usually come the end of June into the middle of July. And then after that, they're gone. So hopefully they'll play nice this year. Then over here we have all of the dahlias that I started from cuttings, and a lot of them do have buds, which is so exciting. I can't believe it. I do need to do some weeding this week. It's just been so hot. So I'll try to get out here in the morning and do that. This is another one. This one's really starting to get big and some color. Oh, so beautiful. I have this one that's kind of struggling here, and this one in the back that's very slow to come up. I can't wait to show you guys the straw flower because that's really starting to bloom. Look at the amaranth. So this is Coral Fountain, and then I also have some emerald tassels here. Okay, so this is the straw flower row. I do have some white straw flower. They're kind of all mixed. Now I was a little bit worried about this color because this looks more like a berry shade than a peach or a blush. And that is not the color scheme that I'm going for. But I've noticed that that berry bloom kind of turns into this peach apricot. So I think it's just a part of the bloom cycle. And again, this is the same kind. So there you can see it's got more of a peachy color to it, but it starts off really berry. And this is the blush. This one's so pretty. And again, it does have that berry color to it, but I think as it blooms, it starts to fade into that blush shade. But they're doing really well. Over here we have more dahlias. Again, these all have buds on them, so they should be blooming anytime now. I have a little owl here to kind of deter any of the bunnies that come into the garden. But look at all of these buds. And all you can hear are little bees buzzing around. The birds have been in the garden a lot, which is great. They're taking care of all the pests. Can't believe how much they're growing. Over here we have the pink gomphrena. It's looking really good. So this is the same strawflower plant, the one that started off a berry shade, and look at the blooms. They're definitely a peachy apricot shade. So it's very interesting to see how the color can vary as the bloom ages. Some more gomphrena that I have to go through and deadhead. And the zinnias here, these are leftover zinnias that I had, leftover strawflower and celosia. And I did go ahead and pinch these, so that'll delay the blooms. Don't mind my cup and string out there. Whenever I take cuttings for cut flowers, I like to soak my shears in some bleach. So I have those cups there. So, so these are the cosmos. The apricota have been blooming a lot, and I've just been deadheading those. The double click cosmos, there he is, everyone. That's the little guy that has been munching on some of my flowers. I've used a lot of different attempts to deter him. Cayenne pepper, pepper flakes, repels all, but nothing seems to keep him away. He is really cute and he's starting to grow now. So once he's full size, I don't think he'll be able to fit through the fence. But there he is. Okay, back to where we were. The cosmos. The delicate cosmos haven't been blooming really well. They start to bloom and then they kind of turn brown. So I'm not sure why that's happening. But they look really healthy and they're super full. And again, the netting has been helping a lot. Over here, we have the explosion grass. I harvested a ton of this the other day and it's just going crazy. So I'm going to have to cut this again, trying to prevent things from going to seed. So hopefully we'll have blooms of this in September. Over here we have celosia, and it is starting to bloom now, which is really exciting. I love the color of this one. Now that little bunny seems to love dahlias, and thankfully he hasn't been eating the big dahlias, he's been eating the floret dahlias. So I'm just leaving them here and he can have them. And then over here we have the snapdragons. They're looking really beautiful. And this one I think is my new favorite. This is a Madam Butterfly Snapdragon. And we also have this shade too. This one's really beautiful as well. And over here we have the Scabiosa that is starting to put on some blooms. And then we have the Salmon Scabiosa that is still very slow to start. It looks like it's starting to want to put off some blooms, so that's good. I'm okay with them being a little bit slow. I don't need the blooms right now. But so far, I must say I'm very impressed with how things are growing, and I am very excited. I'll try to do an update again soon, probably in the morning when it's a bit cooler. Have a good day, and thank you for watching. Bye bye.